What the?
What the?
Banners?
Banners? What the?
Alright, let's not beat around the bush. I got a 2-hour time limit here. So,
We got no new types of soul breaks.
no new types, many new breaks.
You want to go over hero abilities that have been dumped on us?
What? I don't think there's that many. No, actually, these are for a different thing. That's for, here we go. Yeah, not too many. Not too many, but there are some. Noctis finally rounded out his hero abilities with a lightning-based one.
It's celerity, right?
Pro
Either celerity or dragoon.
Probably. It's not Dragoon.
Probably.
It would mention jump damage if it was Dragoon.
Probably. Yeah, it is. It's combat.
That's right, baby. It's combat.
All right. Multi-ball.
Finally, interactions with his dive. Sid has 3 range physical, 4 element brief and peril, wild, earth for all those earth machinist abilities. Anyway, wind for all those wind machinist abilities. It's fine.
Yeah, like this is stuff that is not touched by machinist normally, so good.
Yeah. Also, it's meant to be interactable with everybody in the 14 realm. Fire
that does cover the bases.
Fire for Ida, Papalymo, Y'shtola. Earth is for Thancred, pretty much. Wind is for...
Poison's also for Thancred.
Poison's also for Thancred. Wind
Technically.
is for...
Alphino.
And Estinian.
Yeah, Estinian as well.
Wait, Estinian I think is lightning.
Estinian is wind and dark.
Right.
Elara got her hero ability finally. Medica with a party-wide ether refresh every 4th use.
Yes. Furion got a single target, Holy Ice Fire, to interact with all of his bull's shit. And
Just making sure that is Knight. No, that is Samurai. That's Samurai.
And Warrior of Light got a not garbage hero ability. So people keep mentioning that Furion and Warrior of Lights were bad, and I remember Warrior of Lights being bad, but I kind of want to look at
Furion's was 4 hits that
sorry,
also has a he.
Sorry, Alisei was also a win. Somebody pointed out.
Okay. Furion's is 4 hits, heals the user for 20%.
Right. Bad. Well, I don't have to worry about Dove, so that feels off. That feels weird. Anyway.
Yeah. His hero ability was 4 hits, buff holy to all allies every 3rd activation.
4 hits?
Yeah. 4 hits with...
That's not the worst.
Yeah, like... Also, the effect is pretty good.
Yeah. I think y'all are overselling how bad the Warrior of Light's ability was. I should have gone off my own guts. So anyway.
Oh, right, Limit Break Guardian. I forgot these existed.
I think they really, like, only show up on fests.
Yeah.
So, Summon Titan. Titan Soul Gimmick here. Instantly deal 2 magic earth, non-elemental to all enemies. Grant the user a barrier that reduces damage 70% for 2 attacks. And then instantly break damage cap. We have... is that the summon? No, that's the...
This is the stuff that you get when summoned.
No, okay, so this is the finisher. The
Yes.
Protect Shell Haste. These are always the same. Increase user's cap break by 2. So, I guess that's to make this not... They went for like, oh, Titan's tanky sort of thing here. With the first command and then the second for, you know, doing actual damage.
Yeah.
The weirdness here is it's alright. Okay, so I guess also that cat break. Alright, hold up. Let me analyze this again.
Cat break is specifically like it's an overflow hit.
Yes, but so because that cat break happens, that means that this finisher actually hits Wombo times.
A word.
Yeah. I just noticed of like, oh well, he only has 2 hit commands. That's to balance out the fact that he has a
No,
cat break
like
hit.
he's got Wombo
Yeah.
finisher, yeah.
He's got big finisher.
Okay, so very nice.
You think most Guardians have break damage cap too? Well, alright. Still, yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the use case for this would be, other than, you know, I guess you can bust them out to tank some moves. But also
It is most like that. Like, it's leaning more into the whole, like, use a summon as a sacrificial lamb when you're trying to block real big hits.
Yeah.
And Titan can survive really big hits is the bottom line for that.
I guess I see use case for it against, what's it called? Ramu. I don't know too much about Odin and the Dreambreaker and Dragon King 4-4. Alright, I'll say Dyad has a twin element mode. Cat break 1. Which is when lightning base and a 20 hit finisher, so this seems pretty generic.
Except
Just-
for the fact
yeah,
that it is like
Twin element mode.
yes.
Ah, you can use Guardians to block full break.
And Odin okay, yeah, word.
What is Arden Gungnir is the knocked 1 HP, right?
I believe so. It's
Yeah.
bad at any rate, and you should block it. Okay, so twin element mode for Rydia as well. Otherwise a standard dyad.
Seems that way. The Legend Buh. Holy Burst. 15 Magic Holy. No, who's this for? Okay, this is for Rydia.
This is for Rydia, yeah.
Grant the user major power fusion. Holy, Cat break 1, sync mode, true summoner mode. 6 hits on command 1. Instant increase of 50% for 3 turns to holy abilities.
And then 6 single hits on command 1. Let's see, true summoner mode is casts a 3-hit chaser after an ally uses an ability, and is removed after casting it 3 times, but this chaser also grants damage cap plus 10,000 for 3 turns to the user.
Okay. Cause attack and abilities used by allies other than the user to trigger a chaser Divine Breeze. The 3rd time Divine Breeze triggers, True Summoner mode is removed. Deals 3 summon magic holy, non-elemental attacks to one enemy, and increase the user's cap break level by 1 for 3 turns.
Yeah, well, it's real damn good for a summoner. Summoners
Why
really
does
want
this
to make use
cast
of that extra
three-
cap.
Why is this cast 3 times?
So that Rydia can have break damage cap 4 for 3 turns at full.
Oh, do these stack?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, summoners really want that extra cap to get more mileage out of the beef on summon multipliers.
Apocalypse R.
We have seen a brief glimpse of this one.
Yeah, I
This is
briefly
the
looked at that.
burst one.
15 magic ice, non-elemental, empowered fusion, yada yada yada. Remove delay, charge time from the user's action. So yeah, go fast. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
this is the burst one.
so it removes ATB for 3 turns, but only has fast cast for 1 turn. Let's see if anything happens. Oh, okay, this
Yeah,
is supposed to
command
be
2 is where
comboed
you get
with combo with this to just break damage cap twice, and then go wombo with command 1.
Yep.
Not a lot to go. Excuse me, going to on that one. Whoops, went too far.
New sync for Alara.
Stella. Instant restore, moderate HP to all allies. Ah, it's the crit one. She always gets the healing one and then the crit one.
Yeah.
Remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn and grant sync mode. Command 1 is an instant single target. So
High quick cast for 1 turn to all allies.
Kurata linked to... Wait, that's all allies?
Command 2 is high quick cast for 1 turn to all allies.
Which combos very well with our hero ability. So this,
and yeah, Command 1 is the Kurata. Yeah, instant Kurata.
Kurata linked to Barter Dancer. Not a lot to talk about on this one. Very simple, as I said. You know, it's her DPS one. She always gets... With each tier, she has gotten a Wumbo healing and then a Wumbo DPS.
Yeah, and I did want to double check just in case I was losing my mind. Her hero ability is white magic, so it goes on Command 1.
As you would expect. It's a limit. 2 elements.
Yeah. Or wait a minute, could we go back to that real quick? Just Command 1 is apparently linked to Barter Dancer.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Barter Dancer.
Okay, so Command 2 is the... Alright.
Yeah, Command 2 is links to the Medica. Command 1 you would link to whatever you would require of your team. Probably either, oh my god, Salsa, or, the...
Salsa or the crit boosting.
Yeah, the crit boosting, because this is a melee-based one, and it already does crit boosting to begin with.
It is crit damage, so you would want, like, Crit Song or...
Yes, Crit Song would synergize with this very well, actually.
Yeah, also definitely wants to be run with Tyro, because Tyro has a bunch of crit boosting shit.
As always. Alara just loves being run with Tyra. They synergize very well together. Right, Overstrike. Summon Leviathan. 15 magic water, earth or holy, non-elemental, temporarily increase summon magic damage, cap rank 1, tri-element mode, infused with battering, element, battering on the next ability, and oath mode.
Let's see. Oath mode gives her boost to her summon damage and a reduced casting time after using 1, 2, or more summoning abilities. So this ramps up to triple casting speed and 30% boosted summon damage.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on, but what it does do. Ash gets one of those cap breaker. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, something happened.
Is stream still up? Hello. Are we still here?
Hello. Yeah. I still got feed. Yeah, chat says that it's good now.
Okay, but like, did you hear me the whole time? Did we? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually say I dropped any frames, so. I can see what happened. That wasn't connection problems or anything happening. Something accessed my hard disk a lot, which caused the emulator to lock up. I'm gonna keep this page open in case that happens again. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
back to my
Savage
brain.
Breaker.
Yeah, Savage Breaker that gives limit bar. Cap break 1.
With weakness boost.
Yeah. Sorry, I am, rightfully so, checking a couple things real quick. Noted. Okay. Yeah, so weakness boost and a cap break as a status, it seems. Yeah, it seems cap break has status.
Yeah, good stuff.
Twin element mode for Alice. Huh. Yeah, alright. Just a damage chaser on...
50% chance to cast that.
Yeah, one of those really high damage chasers.
Okay, what do you... Okay. How about this one? Alright.
Alright.
Never mind, it didn't say anything.
Okay. Anyway, what do you think about Banner 1? The damage on this, like the sinks, I'm into. Like, they don't do a lot, but the damage that they do is a lot. And also, Lara's is pretty good for physical teams.
I feel like it is a little more scattershot compared to normal Banner 1s, but still got some good stuff on it.
Yeah, I wasn't really blown away by the Banner overall, but it's still solid.
Yeah, and I think the big thing too is that like I was missing a sync from for LSA. It seems like she gets a lot of the like supporty stuff for her kit, but not like the one piece to really bring it all together.
Yeah.
Rydia's stuff is good. Alara's new stuff is pretty good. And I think like the big thing too is that she gets a hero ability finally, so that'll synergize with a lot of the existing tech as well.
And we have confirmation from Kite in chat that if you trigger the Synchro Chaser 3 times, Rydia does get break damage cap 4 for 3 turns.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh, they're giving Fest tickets out on these now? I guess they claim that their early stuff on previous banners might have been too good, which, yes, they were maybe a bit too good. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind, I take it all back. This is the banner specific sheet. Here's the Fest sheet. So, alright, Artifact Stone.
Okay, so you got step-ups for individual banners and a step-up for the whole thing?
Yes. Holy shit. Alright, hey, you want to do 20 pools for 1 free hero ability? Also getting an obscene amount of greens in the process.
Wow, 40,000 greens. What am I going to do with those?
Yeah, rainbow crystals too. Those ain't nothing. Not saying I would ever do this, but you know. It is always so. As always, yeah, the stuff at the end is any of the new items on the banners. And then let's like look at Awakening. Is this just any Awakening? Yeah. The bonuses for getting those things are just take a pick of anything.
That's value, baby.
Yeah, somebody did mention that, and I'm gonna just peep that real quick. Yes, so if you do go 10 pools deep, which, like, I have 4,000, that's not, or 4,000, 400, so that's not the hardest to get to.
You get a sync.
That is a sync choice, yeah.
Which is, like,
along the way, you get Ultra and Glint choice, too.
Yeah, like, what I was saying, too, is, like, that's 2 pulls on each Fest banner, which, granted, it's Fest, so
most
that kind of pulling is going to be... Like, it's not unexpected for that kind of pulling to take place.
Yep. It's not the worst idea. But that also does require you to save up 500 Mithril, or, you know, spend money, for Fest, and not pull on any of the other bonus banners that are going on. So anyway, now that we are in this, I'm gonna find music to play, because I cannot listen to this forever. I briefly was going to play Music CD 1 for Dragalia Lost, but then remembered that I think a number of those songs are like sort of officially like they're other songs.
Isn't like the "you got something cool on the banner" music like actually licensed?
The music CD. Actually, I think the music CD one is all original music. Okay, hold up. Where's that CD? I think that's why it's the music CD one, because it's all original music that they did for Dragalia. And I've been listening to that CD a bit recently. Where the fuck is it? Why is it not just in my immediate results? Sorry, I saw something that made me think of Doc immediately, because I just saw a fucking Smash Brothers final character speculation, and it was Reimu. Thanks, YouTube. Okay. Actually, it'll be better for this. I can play CD 2, which is the CD without lyrics. Hold up, I gotta open up my volume mixer. There we go.
Now I'm kind of okay. I think I'm gonna get some of this.
Okay. So, audio balancing is my passion. There we go. Newbie stares at his audio and goes, "It could probably be up 1 more %. Maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe not." Anyway. Alright, so...
I guess I don't get it. Oh well.
Yeah, I can't.
I know.
You either get that or you get BlueStacks. Because of how...
Hey, I'll take the Void over having to deal with that theme for 5,000 years.
Anyway. So...
Well, good news. It's right here.
Xdeath Dyad seems to be standard Dyad.
Twin element.
Yeah, twin element. Dark and Holy.
They're trying to like put some more good cookie cutter stuff on the cookie cutter Soul Break.
Z tier. It's the same.
Yep. Single element, so they gave him an extra cap break.
Hey, dog. I regret to inform you that he did not get an extra cap break.
Oh, so I'm just looking at...
They is the same.
They is the same! Corporate wants you to spot the difference between these two dyads.
They're the same.
Single element dyads did stacking. Okay, I knew it had to be something that they... Fucking hell.
Anyway. Moorblade. 15 magic dark non-elemental attacks to one enemy. Temporarily grant the user... Major Power Fusion Dark. Cap break 1. While in sync mode. Cause every third ability used by the user to trigger a chaser. Or a follow-up. Void Domination, and while in sync mode, cause the sixth ability used by the user to grant the user Boundless Ambition.
Okay, so Void Dominance is gives Xdeath 3 turns of instant ATB and instant cast, and then gives him 3 stacks after using 3 of either of his commands, and is removed after using... Okay, so it is a, like, stupid burst mode that only pops after he uses 3 of either of his commands. Or uses a command 3 times.
What's the second follow-up?
Second follow-up is... grants a second stack to the user after using 6 of these commands. And, like, it's the same thing, but is the condition is use 6 commands. So, let me see here. One command pertains to the 3 the first stack, and then the second command corresponds to the second stack. So, the command 1 is 3 or 8 single attacks if the user has a stack of Evil Heart, which is the 3 command condition 1. Grants quick cast 1 to the user if you don't have Evil Heart, and then removes the stack. Command 2 is 3 single attacks if the user does not have a stack of Boundless Emission, the 6th one. Makes that an overflow hit if you do have it, and also just gives quick cast for 1 turn if you don't have it. And apparently the Boundless Ambition stack does not go away, so as soon as you hit 6 command casts, then it's just always an overflow hit.
So this is cast command 1 until you hit those 6 stacks and then go into command 2.
Yes. It is pretty heavily dependent on Magic having lots of sources of quick cast in order to keep this going, because 6 is a lot to ask for in a sync.
Well, he gets 3 instant turns.
That's true. Okay, this is no longer a big issue.
Yeah.
Instant ATB, yeah. That's after, okay, yeah. That is after using 3 of them. After using 3 commands, he gets that big burst mode that allows him to immediately go into command 2 after it's done. Because then he just gets to, like, to blast command 1 3 times after that instantly, and then go on to command 2 after that.
Sorry about that, chat. I like scraped against my pop filter with my headset. Anywho, moving on. 15 physical holy, non-elemental, temporarily grant the user major and power fusion holy, sync mode, cap rank 1, warrior of hope mode, and cause every second sync ability used by user to trigger up a chaser, radiant burst,
Trigger up,
which grows stronger each time it casts.
Okay, so this is, yeah, good. Warrior of hope mode is, yeah. This just increases holy damage up to 50% if the user has, depending on how many stacks of buff holy the user has. So this is going to synergize well with his first hero ability, and also a lot of his other shit. Radiant Boost is a ramping crit after using any even number of his commands. And also grants a stack of buff holy to the user after using 2 commands as well. So he's continuously, like, piling on sources of buff holy in order to increase his damage all from his from the status. Command 1 is 6 single hits with 20% additional crit damage, and command 2 is instant 3 quick cast turns.
So command 2 into command 1.
Command 2 into command 1. It's basically just like a ramp that is rewarding you for having more sources of buff holy to give to the party. He just gets to have, like, a lot more holy damage on his own as a treat.
Alright. Zed. 15 physical dark non-elemental attacks to 1 enemy. Empower and infusion dark. Sync mode, cap rank 1. Last resort mode, and while in sync, grant the user blood weapon.
Last resort mode is attack plus 25%, defense minus 25%, and grants...
I think that's his... that might be his dive trance.
Let me check, because it's not tied to HP loss or anything. I don't think he has a...
Yes, but there are syncs that just put people in their trance mode.
Yeah. He doesn't have a trance.
Okay.
Is, yeah,
Never mind.
40% to... Yeah. Let's see. So he gets the attack and attack up defense down, and it also gives him up to 200% ATB and up to high quick cast as a status after using 2 or more dark abilities. And command 1 is 6 single hits, gives him 30% more dark damage for 1 turn. Command 2 is 1 overflow hit, heals the user for 20% of the damage dealt if the user has a stack of blood weapon, and then removes that stack.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, like, he does not actually, like, lose the last resort mode status at all. He just gets to have more, like, all the ATB and then just a high quick cast.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he just keeps it going, yeah. So probably, like, Command 2 is there for, like, hey, you want a Demon's Cross into your Demon's Cross or whatever.
Yeah, since he's healing so much, he really doesn't care about the damage loss that the damage that he's taking from that.
Yeah, the healing effect is to offset the lower defense, yeah.
Yeah, alright, that makes sense too. Catastrophe Blade is 15, range physical, ice, water, non-elemental, sync mode, cap rank 1, double Crystarium, which is his bespoke water ice mode. Visitor from the Future mode, while in sync mode, Visitor from the Future mode grants last ranger form. It causes every third sync ability used by the user to grant the user last range. What? Hold up, what?
Okay, what it's saying is that Visitor from the Future mode is, it just gives him a stack of Last Ranger form every third command he uses.
Okay.
So Command 1 is 6 single ranged attacks with Imperil Ice and Imperil Water for 5 seconds. And Command 2 is 1 single ranged attack, Defense Res and Mind Crush for 8 seconds if the user has a stack of Last Ranger form and removes that stack, and then also gives him Quick Cast for 2 turns.
Okay, so that's...
It's also Instant Cast, by the way, so
Yeah.
that's an instant Aegis Crusher.
That's Command 2 into Command 1 2 times to get another Aegis Crusher, and then you rotate that.
Yep.
Neat. And he needs it because he fights Valfor
Yeah.
and Sildra.
Hey, I like Noel's kit.
Yep.
Hey, Noel gets another one. He gets
Yes!
Chain
So this is
3.0.
the first of these. I don't know what to call these. 3.0 doesn't feel right. Because it's not...
Burst Chain. How about Burst Chain? Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
They are a one-time use super chain.
Or maybe 3.0 is right.
Honestly, I just like Burst Chain is like, yeah.
I
good
refer to the quick 99 chains as 2.5s, yeah.
Yeah. Glint Chain is another good one, yeah.
But anyway, we'll call these 3.0s.
3.0s, that's fine. These are typically one-use soul breaks that just have a ton of extra effects on top of them, cast instantly, and they still have the 2.0 chain.
It's a combination of the 2.0 and the 2.5 chain. It has the chain length of the 2.0. It has the instant cast of the 2.5. It has the attack level buff of the 2.5, and also the attack stat buff of the 2.0, but also allows the caster to go fast and cast instantly.
Yeah, it is basically set up to allow for the chain user to immediately go into like a combo for their other stuff, and notably, it raises the elemental attack of all allies depending on how many allies have an infusion of the given element.
Also notable for being instant cast, and as I've been experiencing in a couple of my 6-star Magicite stuff, those fights kind of, if you pace them properly, kind of last just long enough that you're going to need to recast the chain at least once. So this is a way to recast the chain without a long cast time.
Yeah, and just to add on that, you probably want another source of a chain soul break, just so that you can like have a refreshable source during the rest of the fight. This is a one-use chain only. You're using this to finish the fight. It's burst.
It also allows it to your chain user for the first part of the.
If I can do it.
I'm sorry. This. Oh right, yeah. This doesn't use soul break chain. Yeah, so this allows you to spend your soul break on damage as opposed to having to hold on to some for recasting a chain. Yeah.
So yeah, this does not invalidate previous chains because this is a one-time use thing.
This is actually
You want other chains.
This is exactly what the chain situation needed. Limit Break, Overstrike. For X Death, he gets the 4 hits because he's got the 2 element stuff going on. Z gets 15 physical dark, non-elemental to 1 enemy. If used with the power of dark, Woke in dark mode. Cap Break 1. Increase user's dark damage 30%. Enter absorbed mode, which triggers a Chaser Abyssal Sword.
That gives him 1 bar of soul break gauge after using 3 dark attacks, and then is an overflow hit. So it kind of just meant to ramp into his sink or something.
Yes. Adia gets one of those Overstrike hits with limit gauge building, which I think are neat. Z gets a Empowered Dark, and the lower destroy his defense would give him a lot of attack. Danger mode.
Yeah, that is a 25% penalty on defense and resistance that boosts his attack by 50%.
How dangerous are you feeling today?
Danger level unlimited.
And reaction. That's fuck. It's really good.
What, did you have a brain blast or something?
Well, it's as opposed to reaction, which is reacting to somebody, it's reaction because it's a guaranteed double cast.
Fuck me.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of those guaranteed double casts every 3 hits, which I like these. I haven't been able to, I don't think I have one of these yet. I really want to get one so I can mess around with it, but I feel as though this is a nice slot. You would probably slot a double cast materia in this, unless that other slot is already, sort of taken by something.
Also, in the case of like 6-star Magicites and up, you would definitely want to have start an element.
Yeah,
one of those
that is
slots.
true. This might be more for your Dragon Kings or whatever. So anyway, Banner good. I like Banner. There's some pretty neat stuff on here, and also really like the 3.0 chains.
3.0 chain is really good. Like, all of Noel's stuff is really... Like, that's the thing. I can't find a single character to pick on in this banner because they have good stuff in here. A lot of good burst tech for Dark, and also, of course, Noel's chain and his new sync. Even Zed's stuff, I actually have no problems with. Like, Z can do good work with it.
He's good. Oh. Moving on. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Lockface Phoenix.
Yeah, you get to look this shit up.
Oh, god damn it. 1 sec. I have to...
You get to figure out what a new verb is.
I get to figure out what the new verb is.
Null Synchro is actually a returning item. Weird. They don't do that too often.
In the meantime, maybe I can scroll up and see if anybody else has used this. Okay, Zane Zero's got like the quick and dirty version.
Okay, here we
go. I can like add more to it once I get it, but this is what we got right now.
So, typical intros probably of like big defense boost, haste, whatever. Cap break 2. Attack becomes Rising Flame. Fire non-elemental. Self-fire 10%. Instant cast 3 AoE damage. +1 to Phoenix Force. Defend becomes Explosion. 6 single fire non-elemental. Self +1 Phoenix Force. Finisher Flames of Rebirth. 10 instant AoE. Fire non-elemental. 1 AoE overflow. Multiplier depends on Phoenix Force level. Party 6k. Stock 100% raise. Haste and summoning. So,
okay, I think we had this problem before because like apparently it's not even like this soul break is not even in the bot yet.
yeah, okay.
Limit break. Okay.
So
Just have to go with it.
you can buff fire with command 1 for less damage. Command 2 is 6 hits. Both will buff your Phoenix Force when the finisher has a higher multiplier, mattering on the number of times that you get moves off. And the 6k 100% raise and haste on the finisher. It ain't bad.
Yeah, this is like I like this other flavor too. The other flavor of Sacrificial Lamb or like ways to block incoming damage, because unlike Titan, which is just like I'm going to tank the shit out of this and then also retaliate with a bunch of damage. Phoenix is also like, nah, I can also give you a second wind if you need it.
Yep. Sliding down.
Yeah.
Matsu no Kami. Ultimate Art, Advent of Phoenix. Finishing Strike.
Nice.
Instantly grant, Dyad Empowered, Edge, Can't Break 1, Tri-Element Mode. Oh no, he's got the jiggles. Emulator, please. Well,
yeah, he gets Tri-Element Mode because that's what he is now.
Yep. We're gonna have to deal with this happening right here. Hence the jiggling.
Yeah, speaking of jiggles, it kind of tickles me how they actually call it Phoenix Force because, God, I can't get Alien Soldier out of my head when you say Phoenix Force.
But yeah, Tri-Element Mode.
Otherwise a basic Dyad.
Yeah, otherwise basic. Mithril Bow is just Earth.
Stacking in Earth.
Just a die.
Because it's Earth.
Yeah. And Illusion Dagger is just fire.
Just fire for the Dyad.
Into the sinks. 15 physical fire non-elemental. Temporary grant the user major and power fusion fire. Sync mode. Cap break 1. Reduce the user's ATB charge time. So just have faster turns.
Yeah, as a status, by the way. Let's see here. Command 1 is 6 single hits, celerity speed. And Command 2 is 3 single hits with an Winds of Fire mug every second activation.
Wait, fire what? No, mug.
Fire mug. Yeah, mug.
Sorry, I was doing a big stretching.
Most of what is going into the Soul Brick is paid for in, like, just having 200% ATB all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very simple, but just having 200% ATB as a status is really what makes it.
Extremely. Sliding down, you knew this was coming. Here's a True Prompto Link, 15 Physical Lightning, Non-Elemental, Empower Infusion Lightning, Sync Mode, Cap Break 1, increases damage of the user, and Prompto's Lightning ability a moderate amount, and remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn.
Okay, Command 1 is 3 or 7 single hits if the user has a stack of King's Succession, and also grants 20,000 damage cap up, and also auto crit for 2 turns to the user if the user has a stack of King's Succession, removes that stack. Command 2 is 3 single hits that give him instant cast for 1 turn and a stack of King's Succession. So, alternating between these two.
Yeah, solve my puzzle. Solve my damage puzzle.
Oh, by the way, the huge damage cap up is for 1 turn. The auto crit is for 2 turns. So this means that you just have auto crit all the time, like shuffling back and forth between the commands.
Sorry, I've never heard the instrumental version of this song from Dragalia Lost, and it kind of whips, actually. Dragalia Lost has, like, an amazing OST for our phone game. Like, it has no right being as good as it is. But yeah. This fucking song. Yeah, no, that's, as with most of Noctis' stuff, Noctis does good damage. It's just you have to weirdly invest in him because he has 3 fucking hero abilities.
Yeah, this is really, really good, but also, like, you do have to invest a lot into his lightning side.
Anyway,
Cosmic Arrow 99.
Is that 99? Yeah, sorry, my brain was doing a bit of mental gymnastics there. 15 Magic Earth, non-elemental to 1 enemy. Temporarily grant the user major and power fusion Earth. Sync mode, Cap Break 1. Stout Archer mode.
Okay, let's see here. Stout Archer mode is cast Crashade after any other ally uses an Earth ability. Gives her instant ATB for 3 turns and Earth ability plus 30% boost for 3 turns after using Crashade 6 times, and is removed after doing the Chaser 6 times.
Alright, say this again. Start from the beginning.
Okay. Casts a 4-hit Chaser
Okay.
after any ally uses an Earth ability other than her.
Okay.
And after 6 instances of this, she gets 3 turns of instant ATB and 30% more Earth damage for 3 turns.
Yeah, sure.
And then the status is removed.
And now
Command 1,
commands.
Yeah, Command 1 is 6 single hits. Command 2 is 1 single hit that gives her Quick Cast 3 and is instant cast.
And there's your Chaser. Oh, she only gets instant ATB, and then here's the command that gives her instant turns. Actually, I don't know why I typed it out and didn't say it. Yeah, this song from Dragalia was, it's sort of like a New Year's festival event, and that's why it's kind of got the, is that a shamisen kind of going on?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Maria gets the chain 3.0 for Magic Earth.
Yes. Not a lot more to go into that. These become, after the first explanation, they are cookie cutter, but...
Hey, by the way, I really do appreciate that, like, this is a, like, stealth buff for all chain users that just have, like, refreshing chains, because it does mean that you're not just bringing them for the chain. They can actually do other stuff.
Block gets Empowered Fusion Fire and Fill the Age.
Instant cast 1 and tri-element mode.
Just in case. Increase
30% more magic damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is one of those big boofs. Boofs?
Boost.
Pass the boof. Every third ninja ability used by the user is reduced to delay the user's actions for 3 turns. This is why I don't stream during the week too much anymore. Is I came back from work and I can't fucking talk.
I mean, it's fine. That's what co-commentators are for.
That's what co-commentators are for. So yeah, go faster, because Ninja's already quick cast.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your opinion on this one?
Kind of the same as 1, but only on the like weird thing that like one of these characters does not have a linchpin kit, a linchpin soul break for their kit. Otherwise, I really like Noctis's stuff. I like Maria's stuff.
Locke has always been a weird character.
Mm-hmm.
They try and push him as a DPS at times, and I just feel like they should have went more in a support angle for him. But when Thief kind of stopped being the supporty role quite as much, he still has like Mug on his sync, but that's about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like Vaughn where he gets big damage, but also he can like you'll point at any other thief and be like they do Locke's job but better, but Locke is just the only fire thief in the game. I feel like.
I mean, like Ignis.
But Ignis is also a shooter.
Yeah, that's true.
Which Locke also a shooter, but he's specifically built as a thief. And Ferris is a fire thief. Ferris is a fire and wind thief.
Oh, we found it. We found the verb.
I'm sorry?
For summon guardians.
Oh.
Okay, so we have that on tap now.
Sorry, it was once again, I have not heard the instrumental version of this song before, and it's bizarre. Also, damn, you really get to take in the slap bass on this one. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this one up. I need more of this slap bass in my ears. Anyway, Banner 3. Return of the Medine limit. Which I think this was pretty similar of Command 1 is a buff. Command 2 is where damage lives.
Yeah, Command 1 is 3 single hits that gives buff win 20% and buff holy 20%. Command 2 is 6 hits. And then the finisher is 10 AoE hits followed by 1 overflow hit and removes the status.
Mm-hmm. Dyad on her.
Damage Dyad, yeah.
It's just damage. Oh, wait, no. The entrance is last stand haste instead of an element.
Oh, word. Yeah, alright. This is one of the good Dyads that actually does stuff.
Yeah, this is a heal with last stand and haste instead of an in element. And then the end is a similar. It's just a damage chaser.
Yeah.
Are these? Hold up, I need to peep something real quick. Okay, no. It was just a couple of those in a row. Yes, because I had remembered Apex Mirage Dive, and then I saw Apex Terra Homing and Apex Violent Flash. I'm like, are these all just named like that? And I've never noticed. Anyway, his
stuff does get it. Yeah.
Yeah, his is a generic DPS.
Yes.
Weapon Master. 15 physical, Holy Fire, non-elemental, Sync mode. Cap Break 1, Twin Element mode 2, Twin Master mode, and Armament 2.
Okay, let's see. Twin Master mode gives him boost to up to 50% boost to Holy and Fire damage, instant cast 3, and auto crit for 3 turns to the user if the user has 80% HP or more after using Command 2. So it's a stamina mechanic. All you have to do is just be above 80% HP and you get the full effect. So, yeah. What else we got here? Command 1, 6 or 8 single attacks if the user has a stack of equipment, or 2 stacks. Heals the user for 20% of the damage dealt if the user has only 1 stack of equipment, and it also removes a stack.
Okay.
Command 2 is instant cast, gives him quick cast for 2 turns, and 2 stacks of equipment. And considering that Twin Mastery Mode pops off after using Command 2 specifically, that's your super buff.
Alright.
By the way, Twin Mastery Mode goes away after using Command 2 once, so just make sure you know when to use that super buff.
It takes a bit of thought to use.
Yes, and notable in that it does not support ice. It only supports Holy and Fire.
Is his new ability is Tri-Element, right? It's all 3?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just trying to process in my head if that works. Alright. It's a little too big brain. Oh, excuse me. A little bit too big brain for me to process without seeing it all right in front of me.
Well, I think it's just mostly like when you're ready to use the super buff on Command 2, you just pop that, you get all of those buffs, which are just like unilaterally good, so actually, super buff. And it also gives you 2 stacks of equipment, which means that you're using those stacks on Command 1 because you're just spamming that forever after this.
Which channel are you looking at these in?
Oh,
is it the Goon one or the Reddit one?
The Goon one.
Okay. And which channel is that? Is that Action...
Bot Spam.
Pardon?
Bot Spam.
I just realized that, hey, I could be looking at that. Is that an off-topic? No. Where the fuck is this?
It's under General.
There it is. The robot. Beep. Okay.
Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at.
Alright. I'll be able to process this a bit better for the following ones.
Okay, so Furion got an ice sync recently, so that's why it's not part of this one.
Alright. Omega Fire. 15 ranged physical fire, earth, wind, poison. Non-elemental attacks to an enemy. We got a defense crush, Aegis Crush. Temporary grant the user sync mode, cap break 1. Quad element mode 3. And,
on 4 elements.
Yeah. And legendary engineer mode.
Okay, so that's casts 1 single hit. So it's a chaser every 4 seconds. So it's the return of one of those autonomous chasers. Every 4 seconds, 1 single hit that ignores defense and does imperil for all 4 of his elements for 15 seconds. The other chaser is an overflow hit that removes legendary mechanic mode from the user. So it's basically, it's the finisher after that status ends. Command 1 is 6 single hits that gives him 30% more Machinist damage for 1 turn. And Command 2 is 1 single hit that does all of his
Quad
imperil.
Yeah,
Quad imperil. That is instant cast, by the way. So really, it's just Command 1. Command 2, if you want to, like, help his chaser out, because his chaser is basically doing the same thing.
Alright, so he has a 15-second chaser every 4 seconds, and then a big overstrike hit at the end of that.
Yeah, once that status ends.
Okay. Yeah, Imperiler.
It's a really good one on elements that normally don't get that kind of support in Machinist. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that is an Aegis Crusher and 4 fucking elements.
Yeah. 15 Magic Lightning non-elemental, Major Power Fusion sync mode, cap break 1. Tower Sentinel mode, and Frenzy Thunder mode.
Okay, Tower Sentinel mode is a ramping
Oh my god, there's
boost to
one
lightning damage for 1 turn to all allies after using his commands enough times.
Oh my god, is this a Big Brain? Oh no, it's Big Brain.
Don't worry, I got an extra brain for you. We can do this.
Okay.
Ramping damage boost for 1 turn to all allies after using his commands enough times. Removed after triggering 3 times. And Frenzied Thunder mode is more multicasts for 1 turn after using his commands if the user has enough of the stacks.
Okay. This is stock up stacks from ability 2 and then slam ability 1.
Yes.
Because what happens is... Oh my god, this is hilarious, actually. So, the first... So, at 3 stacks, your next cast will be... Here we go. Frenzy Thunder mode will dual cast at 1 stack, triple cast at 2 stacks, and quad cast at 3. Tower Sentinel mode grants lightning ability 10%, 20%, 30% to all allies after using
command 1 enough times.
Yes.
And then is removed.
And so then after you slot in the number of times the things in slot other granting of Enduring Flash.
Yeah, the idea is like
Yes.
you are
So,
hitting command
yeah.
2, 3 times in order to buff the party,
Okay,
and then
so-
spamming command 1.
At 3 stacks, then you hit command 1, which will overstrike, imperil 20, -1 enduring flash, overstrike, quick cast 3, -1 enduring flash, 6 hits, -1 enduring flash, and then 6 hits.
Yeah, so you're basically getting your Savage Breakers
And then
early
doing
in-
your big damage.
Yes.
And also imperiling. And then you get quick cast 3, which you can then use to give yourself 3 enduring flash again very quickly. And then do that again.
By the way, he's doing this shit, like, also he has 35% chance to double cast on lightning on his dive on
Yes.
top of this.
Yeah, this is dumb.
This is real dumb, yeah. I don't even see what his hero ability is. 4 single hits, grants buff lightning to all allies every 3rd activation, which probably want to link that to command 2, if we're being honest.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Moving down to the chains here. Ugh. Don't use the mouse wheel. 3.9
I think it's
chain.
one chain.
Yeah, for win. Genji Blade, 15 physical, Holy Ice Fire, non-elemental, Awoken Mastery mode, Cap Rank 1, Tri-Element mode, causing every second Holy Ice or Fire ability to trigger a Chaser. Wild Rose Axiom.
Wild Rose Axiom is auto crit for 1 turn and boosts physical damage by 30% for 1 turn after using 2 Holy Ice or Fire abilities.
Nope.
And the other chaser is 4 to 8 single attacks if the user's HP is greater than 67% max. So another stamina mechanic.
Shrugs at him having a stamina mechanic.
It's fine. Like, this game is overwhelmingly stamina biased, so
Yeah.
sure.
Sid gets 15 ranged physical, fire, earth, wind, poison, imperil, all that by 2. Temporary grant the user Awoken Engineer mode, Cap Rank 1, and enter quad element mode, and overheat mode.
Overheat mode is all of those elements deal up to 30% more damage if depending on how many stacks of imperil they get. Good. It's just good. Especially with his hero ability. It's just good.
Yep. adjusting my feet real quick. Ultras, because Sid was that behind on tech. 10 range, physical, fire, earth, wind, non-elemental, remove delay from all eyes actions for 1 turn, quad element, and enter bravery.
I feel like he's definitely caught up at this step.
Yes.
Level 3 Brave is 6 single ranged attacks with an Aegis Crush.
You'll be able to see it. Perfectly fine. Quad element mode. And Imperil 2, Raise 2. That's actually nice.
I really like Banner 4. I think Banner 4 is probably the strongest showing. Just because of how...
Yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff on here. The Ico stuff is a little... even her dyad, I think, is kind of fine. Because that's a good way to start a fight.
Like one of the better dyads, definitely.
Yes.
Because...
her summon thing was a little weak because it was the first one. But yeah, aside from that, I actually kind of like all the things in
Furion
this.
stuff is good. Desh's stuff is really good. Sid, God, they gave Sid so much good shit to make it up.
We're sorry, Sid, says DNA.
Here, imperil on 4 different elements that don't necessarily get imperils a whole lot, and also just do a bunch of damage.
And then, yeah, let's slide it into the returning banner. Old stuff.
I've said before that the pickup banner this time is actually a good pickup banner.
Yes. So you have Wind Dyad for Cloud, Lightning Dyad for Lightning, Water Dyad for Titus. Yes. Yes. So here's the A to B fuckery thing for Lightning. Here's the A to B fuckery thing for Titus. Just both good. Yes. Very good.
Yes.
Right here.
Yes.
I don't remember how the sync was. 15 magic lightning on elemental, temporary major power fusion lightning, sync mode, cap break 1, Federation Blackblood, and her,
Trance, and also
mode.
damage reduction barrier to the user. Gives her 1 instant ATB turn and another stack of damage reduction barrier if her barrier is popped, and is removed after triggering 5 times. Command 1 is 7 single attacks, and Command 2 is 1 attack that gives her instant cast for 1 turn and boosts her witch damage by 30% for 1 turn and is instant.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Zane is pointing out, Bartz was originally on this banner, but because this was a banner of returning stuff, and, our timetables are weird compared to Japan, Bartz was swapped out because his stuff is actually on the second banner coming up for the FF5 event that's going on right now.
Okay.
Uh, 15 physical wind, non-elemental attacks, 2-1. Oh, right, that was the other half of this. Yes, we're about to get there. 15 physical wind, non-elemental, temporary grant, major power fusion wind, sync mode, cap break 1, cause celerity abilities used by the user trigger a follow-up.
BMW 666. That is a ramping crit to all allies after using up to 5 celerity abilities, and then gives everybody buff win 10% every second celerity ability. And Command 1 is 6 single hits with additional 20% crit damage. Command 2 is 3 single hits with boosted wind damage by 30% for 3 turns to the user. Mostly riding on that whole party-wide auto crit. Celerity can pump that up very quickly.
And then, down here, just gonna quickly thumb through these because Dreambreaker counter, Dreambreaker counter, Dreambreaker counter, Dreambreaker counter, Dreambreaker counter.
1 sec, is that...
Oh wait, this one actually isn't a Dreambreaker counter. Wait, yes it is. This is
but it can...
Holy
like,
shit,
this is the one that can be used.
Aegis counter and a Dreambreaker counter.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is... I remember really liking Lilliset's Dreambreaker counter.
Yeah.
Because it could just be used everywhere. Mog's Dreambreaker counter is not Mog's Awakening 1 out of 10.
Still a Dreambreaker counter.
Still a Dreambreaker counter. Just like his First Awakening lore.
Yeah, this is easily, if not the best banner here, the second best. Technically for me, it's actually, this one's kind of dope. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I want to say that a lot of the value is in the 6 stars, but like, hey, it's also really good. I think it's tied for me between Banner 4 and 5 because I really like a lot of Banner 4 showing as well.
I'm partial to Banner 4 as well because I like Furion.
I like Furion and I like what Sid brings.
Going back to the earlier ones, I feel like, yeah, 1 did not wow me at all, which is a shame because I do like Alara's stuff. I'm also now partial to Renoa just because my Renoa is kind of dumb. But like, there's characters on here that I like, but nothing on the banner made me go, oh wow. It was just kind of there.
Like the big turnoff for me specifically was Alisei not having a sync on here and just having a bunch of stuff that facilitated a sync.
And yeah, as we were talking about, Banner 3 is pretty good, but like all the lock stuff feels a little weird. As lock always feels weird in this game.
Banner 2 is pretty solid because it has a lot of good dark bursting.
I don't know what your issue is with Banner 4. I really like Banner 4.
Yeah, I like Banner 4 too.
You get to do a big brain move with Dash. Rules. You get to have Dash charging power for 3 turns and then unleash the big Hadoken. Which, those are always my favorite syncs of just, alright, hold up. Your life fucking ends 3 turns from now.
Stop casting fireballs.
7. Banner 2 just kind of feels whatever as well. It is good tech on here.
Yeah, I have like I said, 4 and 5 are probably my top picks, but you know, consolation prize to Banner 2.
I mean, I don't feel like Banner 4 is a one relic wonder. I like Furion stuff. I think
I think it just has a lot of value.
Stuff is fantastic for imperiling in weird elements.
Sid hits fucking 4 different elements.
Yes, Sid is very good in 4 different elements. He's not going to do a ton of damage because he's not elementing a bunch, but I brought the Emperor to Earth Magicite just because, he sure does imperil a lot. Mind you, that was also on the back of fucking Go-Go, miming 3 times. That was a dumb run.
I love that shit. It's just like, Starfall? Starfall. Yeah, Starfall.
Here it is, my ultimate magic, Starfall. I got that one, too. You know, also, there's a glint right here. If you land this, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, there's also, this is the Sid 14 banner. If you love Sid 14, but more specifically, if you like hitting 4 elements in weird spots, then you're at the right place.
But anyway, yeah, I think it's like 4 and 5 for me. 3's there. The first 2 are weirdly enough just like not doing it for me. Still can pull in because that's my place.
Yeah. Again, I'm good with 2, but 4 and 5 are my top picks as well.
What song is this one again? What is Hollow Dance? Oh, right, yeah. That's a good song. Anyway.
Well, like, the other thing, too, is that, like, Sid's hero ability imperils 4 different elements, so if you have literally anything to facilitate that, we already saw just how dumb Starfall could get.
Dragalia Lost OST. Still good. Recommend it. Yeah, if you're returning after a long break, I think 5 is probably your solid banner to put your chips in on. I'm gonna get some of my autumn tickets out of the box here. It's time for the countdown, baby. Getting real countdown vibes off of this. They're here. The Yawn banner. Yawn banner exists. Alright, so I want to point out that I actually did a bit of organizing of my inventory. I didn't rainbow stuff yet because I'm a fucking pervert. But I did get my inventory down. A number of things. Actually, what is my vault at?
You did objectively reduce the amount of stuff.
Three!
You got it down. You got it down. No one can take that from you. You did reduce it.
I made it smaller. Alright, anyway.
You can't punish me, Mom. I cleaned up roughly 1% of my room.
What do I have against rainbow shards? What do I have against hoarding? I can't stop myself. I have a problem. Anyway. Start the countdown.
Kinda wish there's like an auto-reduce function for shit that is below 5-star. I don't think you have this one.
I don't.
Oh shit, that is
right,
a time.
Yond.
Okay.
Yond is here.
No, that's actually a really good one.
Yes. I looked at it and went, what is that, Dr. Mog? And then, right, Yond.
Okay, yeah, that is a very decent raise.
God. It's in top picks, top picks. Okay. Alright, make my Dream Breaker easy. Let's go. Because that's going to happen as soon as we kill Valfor.
More Cotter Legend materia is coming right up.
Beans.
I called it.
That's right, it's 8.
Okay, fine.
That's right, it's Dupe.
That's right, it's Jack. Which is exactly what you got.
Speaking of Jack Fantasy, I gotta watch that new trailer.
Oh, they have a new trailer?
Yeah, there's a new trailer today. I have to kill Chaos.
Where is Chaos? Where is Chaos?
It's Lunafreya, baby!
Wait, that's not 15, that's Tactics.
That's right, it's Lunafreya. In Tactics. I'd already forgotten which one I pulled on. That's how long it took me to completely fucking forget.
I think we really fucking loved Almasync. I think we had high praises for this one.
So we got a 70% reduction, or 50%. Oh, you build up to the big protection usage.
I really like this one.
Alright, yeah. Medica until you can give the big protection.
This one might have a place in Argent Odin.
May have.
More likely to have a place in Dragon King. Mm. I still think it is a very good sync, just in general.
Oh, I agree. Oh, to mitigating the big fixed damage hits from Dragon King. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, that's a Noctis thing.
Alright, yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah!
Yes.
Non-elemental damage!
Yes. Yes. Correct. It's trash.
I love non-elemental damage. I love just not doing as much damage as anyone else for no reason as a joke or prank.
Remember how long they were trying to make Noctis non-elemental?
Remember when I like seriously thought that Noctis OSB and Burst was going to save me from Omni Resist?
No.
I was singing its praises the second I got them both.
Neat.
Okay.
I was unaware I didn't have this.
That is just strictly good tech.
It's alright. I really want a Dreambreaker chain out of one of these. That would be my dream pool. One that I don't have yet, as I only have 2. Non-elemental still isn't really great in Realm content. Oh boy.
Ooh.
That's right, I keep getting stuff for lightning. Well.
What if you have more caps?
Well. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Are we gonna work? Okay. Now it's time to flex that big brain of yours. How are we gonna fit this into rotation?
God, what was I saying right before that happened? Beans. Oh yeah, anyway. Non-elemental still kind of is bad in Realm content because, all Realm content bosses are naturally weak to all elements, so you'd still probably be getting more damage out of an elemental-based attack. Oh boy.
Dog!
That's a big poggers for me. Pants.
That's a big poggers for gamers everywhere.
Small victory for people that say epic. Shrugs.
Sure.
Shrugs and looks at the camera. It's fine, I guess.
You have Pinellas, don't you?
You mean Riku? Oh, the glint. Yes. This is hyper.
Yes.
This is Hyper Mighty Guard, though.
This is Hyper Mighty Guard, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, like, Newbie has a ton of very powerful lightning tech, so he'll find a way to make that rotation work.
Hmm? Oh ho! Alright, is this
Congratulations
Lilith
on your
or
Lilith or Lion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this Lilith or Lion? That's right, it's a dupe.
Piss.
Newbie, you could go starting from 1 and make this way easier on yourself. You're right, but then it wouldn't be a countdown.
We gotta stay on theme. We gotta rep the brand.
Uh-huh. Okay, so speaking of phone game stuff, one of the most hilarious things about Princess Connect is that skip tickets are so fucking abundant in that game that I use them regularly. I have 9,000 of them. I just can't spend them fast enough. Also, all dupes.
All dupes, baby. Let's go. Dreambreaker content for 9. Want to see Queena flex those big brains of theirs.
No. Fingerless gauntlets. Dupes.
I'm so glad they went with Man with the Machine Gun for this one.
Alright. Show me Renoa's third sync. I know it's just on the banner. Here it comes. Damn. Hoomst. Hoomst. Hoomst, actually. Hoomst. Hoomst.
It's gonna be a Dia.
No, is that Fujin? Is that a Chakra?
That is potentially a chakram, yeah.
That's right. It's
Kyros. I keep forgetting FF8 has the thrown weapons, the weirder looking thrown weapons, and then the actual thrown weapons.
Here we go. All rude all the time.
Grimbleshen's returns. All rude all the time!
A rude. I can't remember if this one's good. Oh, this is his heavy one.
This is his use this in videos one.
Dark Vengeance breaks the damage cap. This one's actually very good. Terra Windsync. Include what he says, fuck. That's right, it's a dupe. You know how I know it's a dupe? Because I just looked at this in my inventory when I was doing inventory management.
Yay!
Alright, give me any bit. The realm that you are most on capita going to get content for one character. Bartz lives here. Bartz has more soul breaks than any other character. Is this Bartz?
Ferris Brave. That's Ferris Brave.
Okay, I think I might have that. Yep. Also, you're wrong. Oh, Brave, yes. No.
Okay,
Brave.
never mind.
This is the
This
very
is,
good at wind imperiling one.
Yeah, this is her second one, I think.
Sun.
Sun lives here.
Sun lives here.
Everyone rise. Raise your hands and give energy for Sun.
That's it. I wonder if this one's a dupe. Ah. We could have guessed.
Ah, beans. I forgot you had Barbarisia Awakening.
We saw it when we were going through the awakenings and stuff. We just chose to go with Go-Go over her.
You know I can't read! Whoa!
It's a big pog for me. That's... I have no fucking clue. Is this Desh?
This can't be Desh just got his sync.
Is this Desh? Is this Desh?
Okay. Well, here's hoping you get some Desh stuff on Banner 4 then.
Here's hoping I get some Furion stuff right now. Some solid 6 stars in a row. Ah. Are you Maria? Are you a dupe?
Does your mom still hang out at dockside bars?
Alright, now I just luck into some Warrior of Light stuff out of nowhere. Gotta keep getting stuff for Warrior of Light.
The one son we don't talk about.
Well, anyway, this is Wonderwall. Hold up.
All right, I will enjoy your Sarah and or Echo. Who's it?
That's right, it's Matoya. Hell yeah!
Got him! GG's!
Grandma will kill! Grandma will kill someone! Yeah, I remember this one being pretty decent because of the
yeah, this one.
elementing.
Yeah, this one's actually gonna be dope in fucking 6-star Magicite content.
Yeah, because it's also Witch abilities double cast, so yeah, get some big numbers on there. Alright, we did the needful there. Let me just take a quick look at my inventory. Will I survive? Continuing. I will be fine. Okay, next. As I continue to touch the stoves. The free draws.
With the gigantic pile of red text taking up most of the space. Danger lives here. Do you choose to continue?
I usually don't click through stuff, but we have many draws to do. Welcome to Fest.
Welcome to Fest!
Should I commission an artist to draw Gilgamesh pogging? Sorry, just had that thought.
I mean, he'd do it.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, yeah, like... Hey, hey.
Hello, Type Zero Tech.
Hello, backloaded Type Zero Tech.
It's reduce if the user has lucid power. And remove delay from user's actions for 3 turns. Increase damage to the user's lightning abilities for 3 turns. And cap break 1 for 3 turns.
Okay, yeah, this is a burst. This is a burst variant because
This is big numbers.
Yes.
That gives me 2 awakenings in Type 0. As well as a Dreambreaker. Also, there it is. There it is. There it is. We got there. We got stuff for Warrior of Light.
Keep the ranch coming.
Bloodsword. We got stuff for Dash.
You ever just walk out of the store with 3 items on your shopping list unfulfilled, and all of a sudden they just drop out of the sky and into your lap?
My brain's really stuck on Gilgamesh Polygon.
Hey, mine would be too.
Cut all. Could this be Guy?
It's Guy Garland.
That's right, it's Golbez. Got ya.
Oh my god, fuck, destroyed. Ooh, this is his really old one. Back when he was a mage tank.
Woof. That's cringe.
6k HP stock on self? Now that's cringe.
No one else is cringe.
You must find balance in all things. Now, better it be here than, you know, elsewhere.
Oh, this is a knife.
Just found this knife on the ground. Greg Pogging, oh woo.
What the fuck is this? Alright. Tickets will continue at another time. Alright, time to start spending Mithril. This one? What is this?
250 for... Okay, yeah, 250 for Fest, you have plenty.
Oh, we're not done. Autumn Banner is fine. Autumn Banner may not have a fantastic pool. Autumn Banner has this.
Autumn Banner is Matt's pickup.
Autumn Banner is free, in essence.
You must exchange 50 Mithril for 1 pull ticket. On a banner that has maybe better stuff. Because God knows you needed more 6-star modes. You're just... I look in there and the well's bone dry.
Look, man, don't at me.
Gun.
We found fingers for that glove from earlier. Yeah. That's right. Oh, my chain holder for the realm. Okay, yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Okay, yeah. Irvin gets Crush. Irvin gets Aegis Crush. Aegis Crush and a speed combo. Okay, this has got legs.
That can do work.
That's value.
All right, and now here it is. I will do the actual tradition now. I'm getting up my chat blocker and my thing blocker.
Oh, right. Now I have to do my... I have to uphold my end of the tradition. Okay.
I ain't seen shit. See, much like a cat, I'm going to start playing a different gacha game and ignore it. That way it gives me what I want. Not just because I have stuff to get done in this gacha game and, you know, so on and so forth. I play gacha game on my iPad now, which I definitely just cannot take to work.
Why is my credit card bill so high? Minmo.
Nah, I had to put it in a drawer after the incident. This doesn't feel like a very good pool. I take it back.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Oh, baby! A double. Oh!
Snipe, 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 snipe. All right, we got the value. Never doubt my powers.
Well. So anyway, I walked away from this banner pretty alright. I'm happy for the rest of the entire of the fest. Yeah, this is fine. Whew.
So hey, probably want to invest in Alara's hero ability, but more importantly, how's that gonna enter your rotation, bud?
We'll figure it out. Alright, so speaking of things that are extremely cringe, do you want to actually see something like super fucking cringe?
Oh.
Like, hilariously cringe? This isn't it. This is me having some fun. Hey newbie, why do you have all these dupes? Right? Why do you have 7 copies of Hope's OSB in your inventory? Because it's funny. Says man complaining about inventory space. You can only take 1 synchro into a fight? Huh.
Yeah, like, you have Awakening, though.
Yeah. That's just interesting. I never knew about that.
Yeah. So, like, it really depends on whether or not you got a crit fixer for your team. So, if you do have one, then, yeah, definitely bring her crit sync. Otherwise, you can just roll with the first one. You do have options, though.
I have options. So, as you know, I keep entirely too many items in my inventory. And for a very long time, I was actually upgrading all of them because whatever, I don't give a shit, money's fake. Up until... where's the thing here? There's a thing for, like, not... level. There it is. Not max. So let's find this axe right here. That seems like a good one to go off of. Oh yes, this is all normal. Until I saw this. And then went, oh boy, I went dummy hard, didn't I? Yeah, I remember a moment where you run out of Scarletite and I went, huh, what?
Ah, beans.
I might have spent it on Labyrinth Rosetta or something by accident. But, definitely noticed that and went, what the fuck? I have inventory to manage.
Okay,
Was this a dupe? No, yeah, that was a dupe.
That was, yeah. So, just... don't mind me taking a look at, stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely not, vamping for time for any reason.
Let's see, so... first sync, you would get Regenga and, the high quick cast up front.
Oh,
and
I
the
might see
Metacon
this
come
in a second here. Okay, I think I'm good.
Whereas with the second sync, you'd get the boosted crit damage, instant cast for 1 turn to Alara, and command 1 would give you like it'd be a Curata, and you just get party high quick cast. So just like a recurring amount of high quick cast as opposed to the 2 turns up front. Again, like, that just solidifies my opinion, where, like, if you have a crit fixer on your team, you bring the second sync, otherwise you just bring the first one.
Yeah.
So, like, again, you have Tyro USB 4, so could definitely make that work in a circumstance if you so choose.
Could make Many things work. I don't need to upgrade this. Cut all. Alright, 9 PM. Hello, Banner 2's here. Gotcha! The sound. The sound of using Mithril.
I'm so glad they went with X-Death's theme on this one. Okay, well, I'm not out of good stuff yet, so...
Back to other gotcha game. Here we go.
Okay.
You gotta trick the computer.
I have to emit a frequency just so that the voltage is actually affected in a way that the data is different. Actually, I'm kind of wondering how Rydia is going to fare on your fucking Diablos team.
Me too, seeing as I haven't built the magic one yet.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Well, anyway, I started pulling.
I want to say that's excess dyad.
You'd be wrong.
Hell yeah, gamers!
I can't be stopped.
Yeah, that's right. They called the Dark Soul Break Almagest.
I mean, that's just the Majesty. Almagest doesn't actually deal holy damage or anything. It's just magic damage. Time to go into Magic Alexander. Well, anyway, this was a good set of pulls, and we call it here. Because I am pushing my luck. The diner. The diner.
The diner's open.
The diner is open.
Stop on by the Waffle House. Get yourself a pile of hash browns for the road.
Hold up, what is this? The diner. Exclusive menu items at the diner.
Are they seriously going to make you play Diner Dash? I have definitely had this thought when making Rib Rub. Fuck it, just dump all the bottles in the bowl and smash them together.
They can't stay open here. We will put them somewhere else. This keeps going. I just want to know what the diner is. Please, I'm desperate.
I need 5 seconds of Diner Dash.
What is this? Wait, hold up. Okay, they're very beefy. Oh my god. We made that as a joke.
I keep trying to look underneath the menu. Where's the Ultra Summon? Where's the Ultra Summon, gamers?
Oh no. He can't comprehend my money. But yes, this was the April Fool's thing. Oh. Isn't there a new character in Japan? Yes, they recently added a new character in Japan. What if you put that minus 1000 HP on a level 1 character? Huh. That's a good question, Mega Man.
Can we fuck something up? Can we make a mistake?
I might have to remember that. Anyway. Now we're done. Now we're done. There we go. And I'm going to end this YouTube video.